Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at our day one results with Semantic and Tom. So these ones are really important. Obviously day two is tomorrow, but these are so important. If we don't qualify this time around, then we'll be knocked out and we won't be able to qualify for World. So for us, it's a must win. For SK and Clash, it's a must win again for these two teams, but they can afford to lose still. Both teams can afford to lose, but for us, we just have no other option than to win. So yeah, without further ado, let's just jump into some games. Okay guys, going into this game, it is the round of 64 and the bans were Surge and Gale, I believe. Yeah, Surge and Gale. So going into this, we didn't actually practice too much on Crossroads. Definitely our least practiced time. We've literally scrimmed once in 2 weeks. For some reason, we just didn't practice it much. Going for the Brock on the left. Brock is actually really hard on left, especially against a Carl and a Max, but we actually get a good opportunity to take the lead in this one. So Tom on Sprout. Sprout's really good on defense. He basically free taps Brock, I believe. Free taps many other brawlers, especially Brock. Sprout's very good against. As you can see, he's doing a good job. We've got a good stop, getting a lot of damage. This Cole, again, he can literally pickaxe me twice and he's going to be able to kill me. So at the minute, Cole is on the safe side. It was probably an error in my end, because as you can see, the Cole's just going in over and over again. He's dealing mass damage. Look how much damage this guy's done, because it's so hard for Sprout to actually hit him. So if we had like a Max or something like on defense, he would have got about 20% damage, but now he's done insane. He's done 70% damage, which in that situation, I just thought I could leave Cole. Is not much of a deal. Tom could just slowly chip him away, but when he's got super, he's going to deal mass damage, and as you can see, he can use that wall to get a mass amount of damage. So at the minute, we're at a deficit by 17%, and again, it's so hard for a Brock to do too much. We might actually switch out Brock next time, because Brock, again, just isn't very good on the lane. I mean, I'm tapping him here, I'm able to get him down, but it's quite squishy. Ever since they nerfed him and nerfed his health, he's just easily countable by Max and Cole. And they just keep going Cole and Max down that lane. It's really hard for me to deal too much pressure. As you can see, it's completely open. It's like a perfect scenario for Brock, because it is open. But Max with speed, but Cole, he's got like 6k HP, and it literally takes so long to kill both of them. It takes like 3 or 4 shots to get them both down. So they're doing a good job of keeping the pressure up. And I actually forgot to mention that these guys are pretty decent. I've seen them a lot on ladder, and definitely a good team. So they've not played too much competitive, but as I said, I've had a lot of experience with them in ladder. But here, going down to the wire, and we somehow managed to get that. So literally 4% in that one. The main mistake being Carl on safe, dealing like 70% damage on his own. So that's going to be a win in the first game of the first set. Let's jump into the next game. Okay, guys, next game is up. So we've stuck with the same comp. I think, oh no, we've switched out the Max, I believe. Yeah, the Max for Cole. So Cole, we noticed Cole was just getting an insane amount of pressure, and obviously did get 70% damage. So again, it's a really good start. Brock is fairly decent at start, as long as obviously you hit your shots. But it's just a constant pressure of Cole and Max. Again, as you can see, he's just all the way up with full HP, and I'm still recovering, still healing up. So I'm going to go jump on him there. He's literally one shot, so I should be able to get him down with my super. I believe I do get him. No, we're not able to get him there, but with super able to get him down. But again, I'm low HP, and then it's just Cole coming in again, and I'm just not going to be able to take him down. Just takes too many shots, and he's able just to push up with ease. But Tom is doing a fantastic job of helping me on the lane. Semantic's just pushing up again. And Brock used to be literally #1 pick here, and so did Colt, but his meta is fastly evolving, especially on this map. It's just a bunch of counters and stuff, so probably should have left the Max there. Not too sure why I came back, but we both died, we both traded, and it's not really the worst scenario. But again, I just can't get up the map. It's just whenever I get the chance to go up, there's just 2 people in my face. There's always a Max, there's always a Carl, always a Brock, sorry, son. They actually get the trade on Semantic there. Again, I'm just trying to get some pick shots off. I actually jump. I don't really feel like I needed to jump, but Sprout in the opens, not the best. Sprout needs to utilize his walls to good effect normally most of the time. Semantic's able to bait out the Brock jump, but instead he just feeds him super, but still gets him down. Carl, again, just doing a fantastic job. He has 6k HP, and for all of us, it's going to be a pain to get him down, because he can just keep juking Sprout in the open. As I've said, it's just really hard to hit these type of brawlers, so Max just able just to run straight in on Sprout there, and we definitely made a mistake in not picking Max. I feel like Max is just so good at keeping aggression. So as you can see, he's just using his gadget there, and it's so hard for him for Sprout to actually hit him there. Tom with a missed super. I think that actually cost us in the end there. Tom could have placed it on the Cole and blocked his super, and then we probably would have got much better defense there. So they're able to take the game in that one. let's jump into the next one. Okay guys, jumping into the last game of this set then. So I believe, I don't know, I think it is a best of 5. I'm going to say the match before this, I think the round of 100 and whatever it was only a best of 3, but now it is a best of 5. So the first best of 5 going into this. So we did switch out the Sprout for the max, and we just went for a mirror comp because on paper we should be able to beat a team like this with a mirror comp. Really, Sprout just wasn't really cutting it. It was just a lot of aggression on their side of things, and Tom was just pointing out that it just took him way too long to kill the Cole because obviously it's like 5 or 6 shots to take down a Cole. So again, I think I am going to trade with a max in. Now max actually gets me down, probably could have gone up, but then again Brock is coming up anyway, so I just thought I'd get the trade. So Brock's able to get a few shots on. SpenLC with his speed there. I'm just going to use super, so he has to use his jump and just waste his gadget. And I wasted super, but it's a fair trade to be fair. SpenLC's pretty low, so I've got to hide behind here, try and get him to heal up. Tom loses his 1v1 interaction with Cole. But again, I need to try and get this max, but it's really annoying to face a max. It's just so easy to dodge a Brock with a max. Max is literally one of Brock's hardest counters, but I'll break up the map, just trying to destroy their grass, just so we know where they are most of the time. But now we're in a really good position. We've got 2 kills there. I think SpenLC got both of them kills, and we're able to then press them back. Once Brock gets in this position, it's really hard for them guys to do much. You can just keep it at a safe distance. Again, I've got my gadget just to evade that super, and then I can just go in. But if I either got a body block or just heal up and then try and kill us. So in this position, again, we're just in a fantastic position, just slowly working our way up, and we're going to be able to finish that one. So we've taken a set in this one, 1-0 up. Let's jump into the next game. Okay guys, going into the second set, Super Stadium. So we're running this comp. I've had a lot of experience on ladder with this comp, and again, I just really know that Super Stadium is a really tank heavy map because you just got that middle passage. If there's 3 people running at you, you've got the poker heal, you've got the Jackie amount of HP she's got with her gadget, you've got Bull with the amount of HP he's got with his gadget, and with his star power, it's just a mass amount of HP there, and just no combination except for like Frank. I believe Frank's like the only brawler that can counter this comp, especially at the beginning stages. So we're actually getting a good start here, but I could have definitely scored there. Just realized I said I've tried to find the gap, but I could have just walked that in. It was worth risking just walking it in rather than trying to score that in. But it's really important, especially with this comp, to get a really good start. You need to get a fast start, and you need to score within like the first 15 seconds. It's really hard, as you guys can see, because Poco's gadget is one of the main reasons why you're going to have success with this comp. So they're actually able to get the ball here. So in this situation, once all of our gadgets are down, and with Bo and Max is a really good counter for our comp, we just need to cycle deaths over and over again. So I know the minds of them. I'm just going to try and bait them out. I'm successfully able to bait them all out. But once Bo's gadgets are gone, we're going to have a decent success. So Bo with the mines again, I believe I already tripped one up. So my job's here just to keep them back. I've got like 4k HP back. Tom's doing a good job of healing me. All 3 of them are looking to get that ball there, but with a Jackie with full HP, and I'm just slowly dodging, just trying to buy my time. I'm able to pick off the Bo as well, so that was a really good play for me, just being able to stay alive. They can't do anything if I stay alive, and it's important to cycle deaths. Again, we actually can't get that Cole out of that position. He goes for the shot. He actually misses. He could have probably scored that there, but the bone mines were there, so we couldn't really contest him. So again, I'm just going to use my HP as some sort of presence. I'm just going to sit in the bush. We can't really do too much. They can't press me out. There's none of them brawlers except for Bo can get me out of that corner. So I'm just going to stay there and wait for one of them to make a play. So I'm going to use my super to stop the Cole super, and I'm going to be able to get the kill. So in that situation, Cole should have probably just passed me, so I had to waste an ammo. But again, we're able to fight that back and able to score the goals. So really well played from us. We're just going to keep cycling respawns over and over again. So that's a win in that game. Let's jump into the next one. Okay guys, going into the second game of this set. So we kind of thought, I think they tried to predict us one of the other maps. We thought they were quite clever, so we thought that they were going to try and counter our comp. So we've gone with a counter to that comp. We've gone with Frank to counter tanks. We're going for B because Frank and B have got really good synergy. Once Frank breaks up the map, B's just going to be able to melt him down. And Spike's just a really safe pick in the meta. When Surge and Gale are banned in Brawl, Spike's a really popular pick because he's really good against, well, he's decent against control. And it's really hard in this meta to find like a comp that beats all, because as I said, when Surge and Gale are banned, it's just a rock, paper, scissors meta. So Spike's a good medium. He's decent against control, and he's very good against tanks. So definitely a good brawler to pick inside of your comp. So at the minute, SpenLC dies, but I've got good pressure. I'm just going to keep him back. Just going to keep him really low. So again, SpenLC's got super. Bo's got his mines, which are pretty decent. SpenLC actually just runs in them and doesn't activate gadget in time, and he's able just to get melted. But that's one gadget down. if we get all 3 of his gadgets down and we haven't conceded, we're in a very good spot. So everyone actually down on my team, I need to make an aggressive play to kill one of them at least. I'm able to kill the bow. I've actually a bit of a miss super. Probably should have gone for the max there, but Semantic's able to kill the spike. He's able to get his super back, and he's able to pressure up the map. So really well played from Semantic there. So he's just waiting for some value. He was saying, do I just break up the map and wait for value? I'd rather just him sit back and wait. So I'm able to pick off the bow here. He actually had a good pressure on me. Probably should have kept up the pressure. He hit some good shots with max speed. Weren't expecting him to go so aggro. So again, we're in a decent position. And mines are in a really tough spot though. They're literally, excuse the voice crack again, but they're actually blocking off the choke points, so we can't actually go up there. But Bo, I'm tapping him completely there. Tom with a nice kill on spike. I'm able to kill the Bo. So maybe if the ball was in a better position, probably could have got the goal there. But I think Tom was a bit confused, or Semantic was a bit confused whether the mines were still there. But the Bo did activate his gadget, so there weren't any mines there. But again, we see these mines being placed here. Semantic's got a really tough job against a max and a Bo just constantly on him. I'm going to pressure him back here. That's a really clutch gadget from them. We would have been able to score if I literally waited a tiniest bit. We would have been able to score there, but it's a really nicely timed gadget from that Bo. But he literally got stunned within like 0.1 of a second afterwards, so a bit unlucky from our side of things. But going into overtime with Frank on our team, it's going to be so tough to do anything with Frank on our team in overtime. All he is a big, literally is a big sponge. He's just going to feed everyone. So here we're actually in a good position. We're actually be able to get 2 kills. My gadget able to kill the max there. Really well timed gadget from myself there. So again, as I said, we're going to be struggling. It's literally down to me to carry at this point, because Frank's just not going to get any value in overtime. As you can see, there's just 2 people absolutely decimating him there. So I'm going to look for the super there. I'm just going to keep them all back. As I said, it's just my job to try and pick off some kills here. Tom actually goes down. Max is too focused on the Frank here, and I'm able to get a really nice double kill down that right hand side and just super it in. So that was really clutch there. It probably would have been a draw in the end, to be honest, but Frank in overtime, we did well to win with that comp, because Frank isn't really good against that. He's only there to deal with tanks, so that's a win for us. Let's jump into the 3rd set. Okay guys, going into the final, well, the 3rd set actually, they're actually running a comp we've never really faced too much. They're running Poco double tank. We're running Gene, Jackie, Sprout. The reason why we're running Gene and Jackie, they're a really good combination. When you've got the Gene pull and you've got the Jackie just to couple tap them, it's really good. Jackie's good against Mr. P. Jackie's good against Mortis and other brawlers. So Jackie has actually found a really good resurgence in the meta right now. She used to be really bad. Everyone just used to hate using her. Everyone used to pick like Cole here. Everyone used to pick other brawlers than Jackie, but Jackie now just definitely a good medium. Probably didn't need to use my gadget there. I was just a bit panicky. Definitely shouldn't have gadgeted in that situation. So in this one, you're going to see me hesitate pulls a lot. I probably just needed to go for a Frank. Me and Semantic on a Frank, we're just going to be able to kill him straight away. But I was just really scared of feeding him super and then it just going into a domino effect. So here, I should have just gone up and pulled the Frank. He's on 6k HP. That's literally Semantic. Me and Semantic are going to be able to take him down within like a second flat. So we definitely realised that from here. I go way too aggro here, and that's a really nice pull. From that Jackie, I kind of said to Semantic to push up, because he's got my heals and he's in a decent position. So I just said play a bit more aggressive, trying to get Jackie out of there. But Frank and Jackie, really good combination there, able to get me down there. Again, I'm just too hesitant on my pull. I need to just cycle pulls over and over again. As long as it's not the Jackie, I need to aim for the Poco or the Frank. We're going to be good. So I'll go for the pull on the Jackie again. I should have just gone for the Frank. It's really frustrating to see this. I kind of choked this one for my team, but we're still in a good spot. We're only 3 stars down, as I said, in a really good spot. But Frank, I'm actually able to get a good stun off, but I can't escape in time. That was really a nice play from me. I'm able to get the gadget and the on the Frank and the Jackie, but to no prevail. Really, only 3 stars down. We can kill the Jackie, we can kill the Poco, but again, I'm looking for a pull. I'm just looking to try and get one of them, and I think I just barely missed that Poco there. That literally would have won us the game. But Frank with a nice super, they're able to win that one. So fair play to them. They're spending at the end, they're able to get the win in that one. Definitely my fault. I should have just pulled with Frank over and over again, or the Poco, but that's going to be a loss for us. Let's jump into the next game. Okay guys, jumping into the next game then. So they definitely thought, going into this, you see a Shelly on Bounty. So they 1,000,000% thought we were going to go that comp or go a different comp, but they're going Shelly. They've basically got 0 chance of winning this, especially in Bounty. Unless Gene just hits a pull on Jackie and he's able to cycle, there's no other way. We've got a Sprout that can just deal with it. Gene and the Sandy, and the Sandy. I said Sandy twice, and the Shelly, sorry. So Again, this is literally a perfect combination. I think Semantic in VC thought we were losing for some reason there, and he just completely feeds the Sandy and the Gene. So again, this is one of the only ways we can lose this one if we feed Gene too early and he's able to get a pull. But Tom with some really nice pressure there gives me a chance to get my super. So now at least I've got my super again. Tom's job is just to break up the grass and make sure they don't sneak in. So as you can see, he's used his wall on the left-hand side, but can't sneak in there. So probably his next super is going to be breaking up the right-hand side. Especially when we're in the lead, it's really important to break up the grass to make sure no one sneaks up. So in this situation, there's no really reason for me to contest this. I know they've got a much worse comp, but we could just sit back. We've got my gene pool. They need to chase and make a play. So that's a really nice dodge from Semantic. Again, it's their choice to come and kind of pressure us. And once they get close, I can just pull one of them. So they're in a really bad position here. They miss gene pool. They've got literally the worst comp against ours. There's just near enough no way they can get back into this unless, as I said, we get the gene pool. So 30 seconds left. It's just a bunch of pre-firing. I don't need to do too much in this scenario. They're all going mid. The thing is, if they all stay alive, they can definitely make something happen within the last 10 seconds. Bounty's all about making the plays in the last seconds. So literally nothing going on here. Probably a bit too happy with my gene pool here. I've actually missed it only just so. Should have just waited for them to come into us because literally 10 seconds left. I can just get an easy auto aim pull. So, but then again, it's not going to be able to do anything against us. There's just no way they're going to be able to make anything happen. So, there's a bold prediction from them. They're down 2 sets. They need to make a bold play like that, but they're going to be losing that one. Let's jump into the next game. Okay, guys, going into the final game of this set then. So they've actually reverted back to their old composition. They obviously thought it worked, but again, we soon realized that I just wasn't using my gene pools to the right effect. So in this game, I'm going to be a lot more aggro, not scared to pull anyone at all. And as you can see, already got a really good start. We've got a first star, and I'm already close to super. I've got super here, so again, I'm just going to pull anyone. We're going to be able to melt him down really easily. We did feed him a little bit, but Semantic with the gadget, he's able to evade his shots and get a nice kill, and he's able to get a poker as well. So here, I didn't really want to use another gadget. I think I used a gadget already. I didn't really want to use it and just die, so I'm still able to pick up the Jackie. So we got a better trade in that position there. I thought Jackie couldn't get out there, so again, we're able to melt the Frank and the Poco missed heals. So they're already 8 stars down. They're in an awful position. I've got pull again. I'm just able to get it on the Poco there. That was a really clutch pull. I actually remember not even aiming that one. Most of your pulls are just going to be also aim, but in that scenario, I needed to make sure that I didn't get a Frank and just get the Poco. So I took my time with it, able to get that one. So again, they're going to pressure up. They've got Poco with the heals behind. Jackie uses a shield, but no really trouble there. Jackie, both all Semantic, able to use super and use his shield. In a Jackie versus Jackie 1v1, you just want to use your shield last, or unless you like put in like multiple people, you always want to use your Jackie super last because you're going to get that shield in the last opportunity and get more value out of it. So they're 14 stars down. There's basically nothing they can do, especially with a Frank in bounty. Frank's a really bold pick. We only bring out a Frank in bounty if we literally know for certain that they're going to be using Poco double tank. So I'm able to pull the Poco. 20 seconds left. They've given up, so that's going to be a win for us. Advancing into the round of 32. Let's jump into them games. Okay, guys, going into the next game. Now, this is a round of 32. Again, this is another decent team. So we're facing off again. I don't know how to pronounce these guys' names, but they're definitely guys I've recognized from the Spanish community. It's Existence, the team we are facing, so definitely a good team. The bans are Gale and Surge. So as always, they're probably the main 2 bans from now. Before, about 2 weeks ago, people actually didn't ban Surge, and everyone knew Surge was good, but everyone just tried to create a meta which countered Surge, but then everyone just realized that Surge is completely broken and he basically can't be countered. So going into this Sprout, we choose Sprout mid against Piper because Sprout can free tap Piper. Piper's just really not good in the meta right now, and Sprout with shield, it's going to take Piper 3 shots, maybe 4 shots to take him down, especially when I've got gadget as well. I've got all these bushes around me. I'm going to constantly have shield on me, so we've got a really good start here. Sprout, as I said, just really good. Cole's good against Mr. P, good against Nanny, good against Pam. So Cole definitely a good pick on this map. And then Pam, we just pick Pam because Pam's just good everywhere near enough. So Tom with some really good aggression. Everyone's probably wondering, like, why the hell is Tom on Pam? But we like to switch up the roles every now and then. Tom's good on, like, literally every brawl inside of a game. And so is Semantic. So I think I'm like the only person that's not good at, like, every brawler. I'm just good in, like, certain brawlers. But Semantic with a nice gem collection there. I don't really want to risk getting them 2 gems. I know Mr. P's weak, but there's no real point going full on out just for them 2 gems. So Tom's able to pick up them 2 gems, but Piper, again, she manages to get 2 clutch snipes. So really well played from this Piper here. This Piper's playing really well. Again, I think she's got curve shot selected here and actually curves it round Semantic and hits me. So that is an insane shot, but in this scenario, it's Mr. P's weak. Mr. P's going to go down. There's just no way they're going to be able to get the gems out, especially if they haven't got some sort of tank or some sort of playmaker. They've only got Brock and Piper, so that's going to be a win for us in the first game. Let's jump right into the second game. Okay, guys, going into the second game then. So in this meta, we're a bit dumb picking the same comp twice. So it's really, really risky if you pick the same comp twice because this will happen. So as you can see, Poco, Mortis, Jackie, it literally hard counters Sprout. Sprout's just going to have an awful time against a Jackie, against a Poco and a Mortis because it's so hard to hit them when they're constantly aggro. You've got the Mortis who's got really fast speed and his gadget as well. Like you can just see, he's just dashing straight away onto me. I'm not easily able to get any immediate damage. So the kind of way with Sprout, I need to hug some walls and constantly ricochet it off and just stand basically in a still spot. So I'm going to be hitting him. So nice kill from Semantic, but as I said, they've got 5 gems to begin and we've got all the pressure. It's going to be so hard. The only way we're going to be able to win this game if we get some sort of clutch kill right towards the end. So we've actually got some sort of pressure here. Pam's okay against Mortis, but then again, Mortis can just dash through her, and a good Mortis is going to be able to do that easily. So he's going straight onto me here. Semantic with a really nice super there. Jackie with a nice pull. Luckily, I get my gadget off in time. She's not able to kill me. I tried to use my super to block her super, but she actually activated it in time. Poco again with another gadget. I would have been able to kill him there nearly, but that gadget coming in clutch. Tom with a really clutch kill on that Mortis, but they're easily able with all this pressure. Look how much HP Jackie's got, just not able to do so. Maybe I should have split off the left lane there. A bit of an error on my part, but Jackie's going to be really low. Poco has to use his heal. With 10 seconds left, we easily can make a play happen here. So, again, we're just ignoring a Mortis. Obviously, Mortis isn't the one we need to focus on. So, I've got my shield here. I'm able just to shoot at them. Semantic with a clutch kill there, but he only needs to grab a few gems. We don't need all of them, just need a few, and just to gain control. So, once we've got that control, once Sprout is in that position, he's easily going to be able to get them 2 choke points in the mid and the right. As you can see, it's so easy to hit the shots. I'm just spraying shots in there. They have to go through that access point if I throw a wall in the mid. And that's why Sprout's so good on this, is just easily able to block up the walls. Again, he's found a resurgence in the meta with this photosynthesis star power. So I get a nice kill on that Poco, and I think that's what secures it in the end. Tom with a nice kill. Poco here probably could have clutched up there, so really clutch ending to this one. Again, it was just virtually impossible to get the good start. They're always going to have the good start. They've got a Poco gadget. They've got Jackie Mortis. We don't have the DPS to take him down in the early stages. So that's going to be a first set win for us. Let's jump into the next set. Okay, guys, going into the second set. So it's going to be a Tornado Ring. B is the main mid that people use on this map. So they're going to be using Pam mid, which again can be pretty decent against B. Can actually chip down at a long distance, but Tom with a really nice kill on Mr. P. Cole's obviously a hard counter to Mr. P, so Cole's going to be going down that lane. Spike's actually really good against Cole, especially on this type of map. Spike's going to get some really good chip shots there. So I've got position already. B on this map is so dominant, especially in this position. I'll just keep getting 1.1k shots on the safe, just slowly chipping away. Semantic's doing a good job with some pressure with a Vertilized star power. So he's going to go down there, but we've already got 25%, 35%, actually 35%. I can't do my math there, but already getting really decent damage. Tom's in a really good spot. He's been sneaky. He's got his super now. He does a really good job of shooting his pickaxe first and then activating his super and getting some really nice damage there. So really well played from Tom there, getting a lot of damage. I'm going to use my slow on the Pam. Tom's going to go back. He's going to dive over. Pam's done a good job to recognize that he's low. I'm going to be able to get the Pam now really easily. So 60% up. We just haven't really got a good comp. Pam's just not the best on this map. Not too sure why. And it's literally took Mr. P all game to get his super there. So Mr. P's actually running the wrong stop out here. He's using Revolving Door. And on this map especially, as you can see, he just hasn't got the range to kind of compete. If he had his handle with Care Star Power, he would easily be able to shoot into the mid and get me down at more opportunities. So it's not worth sacrificing the range for something like this. This Porter's going to slowly chip away at us anyway. He doesn't need that star power at all, but as you can see, they've actually got some decent pressure with 50 seconds left, but it's only a call. I'm just going to go suicide to try and get him down as low as possible. Tom's got his super in return to take him down, so they've only got like 20% damage on our save. Semantic's just going to go in there and deal massive amounts of damage, and we're able to finish that. So Semantic's done a really good job with Spike, one of the best Spikes in the world. He's able to clutch up and just dominate. That's another win for us. Let's jump right into the next game. All right, guys, going into the next game now. So again, we picked this comp because it's pretty bulletproof. We've got a Spike to deal with tanks. We've got B to deal with potential tanks, but they're actually running basically the biggest hard counter you can possibly get. You've got a max against a Spike, which is going to be pretty decent. You've got Mr. P literally mid against B, and B, once Mr. P's got his turret, it's going to be really hard for me to do too much unless we take that down. So that Carl's been really good in the in pushing up and actually trying to get some shots on me. Could have easily taken me out there, but Tom able to get super. He's able to take him down there with ease. So already in a decent position. Semantic's already got a kill on the max there. So again, I'm just looking to try and dominate this middle area. Try not let anyone go through that middle choke point. B's just so good at making sure no one can do that. So again, really nice aggressive plays from Semantic. It does go down, but he got the refrag there, so it doesn't really matter. It's just kill for kill. A nice little trade there. So I'm just doing a good job of keeping him pinned back here. Tom's just keeping his lane. So we're called for a switch because Mr. P does counter Spike. So Carl obviously counters Mr. P, so we just thought that'd be a good matchup. Definitely one thing, if you're looking to improve a lot in Brawl Stars, you need to know your matchups. You need to know which brawlers counter which, and switching lanes when necessary, because there's no point for Semantic to just keep going down that lane, because Mr. P over time is just going to slowly dominate him. So he needs to switch lane, get a better matchup, and as you can see, Spike against Carl's much better. He's able to take down Carl with ease. So Mr. P's got turret again. It's going to be a little bit of a pain for me to do too much because I'm constantly going to have to keep wasting my ammo on that porter. Max speed's going to be a trouble for B as well because I can just keep dodging my shots. Again, I'm just going to use my gadget there just for a little bit of pressure, but he's able to gadget up. And Mr. P's got a really good aggressive turret there, so that's definitely a good placement from them. Not really any of us can take it down. Maybe if we had a Barley, we could take that down. Barley's really popular on this map. Maybe if we had him in our comp, we could have actually dealt with Mr. P much easier, but they're able to kill me there. They're able to get Semantic down as well. So really good teamwork from there. Tom's basically low as well. So they're actually in a really good position with 30 seconds left. They should be able to hold this position, but in this scenario, we just need to suicide for someone. If we get someone down, we're going to be able to eventually then push up. So Tom with a really nice super there. We're able to get Mr. P. And in this moment of time, we're only 4% up, but we've got 15 seconds left. There's literally no way we're going to be able to lose this as long as we keep control. So no one has walked down Semantic's side. I know they need to get some damage on the save, but you have to deal with a Spike, especially looking at their comp. No one can deal with that much damage like Spike can. So that's definitely an error on their point. We should never ever leave a Spike on the save. So we're able to win that one again. Semantic dealing a massive amount of damage on the save, just melting it down so quickly. So that's going to be another win. Let's jump right into the next game. Okay, guys, jumping into the third set. It's going to be some assembly required. If they've actually gone for triple tanks, so I'm guessing they probably thought we would go someone like Jackie or someone like Mr. P, because this comp's really good against that, to be fair. Not many people run this comp, it's a very beat down comp. It's a very obviously all these brawlers are really tanky, so it's gonna be hard for us to get a lot of damage there. So we're actually able to get the second one again. I know Frank weren't going to be able to kill me in time. We're able to get the first siege bolt. So that's all that mattered. I don't really mind dying, to be fair. I didn't mind giving Frank super. As long as I got that bolt for that siege bot, it didn't really matter, as I said. But we're able to get down Jackie down. We're able to get Jackie down really quick. Rosa has super. Got to be a bit aware of that. Rosa's not really that good on siege. You probably should have gone like BB shield or something like that, because Rosa, she actually does get a double kill on us. Well, actually gets a kill on me because I was stunned. But Rosa just really isn't that good. All she's actually there for in the comp is just to create grass and just to sneak around and constantly try and be a bit of a nuisance. So again, we're just able to mow down Rosa really easily. I'm able to pull the Frank as well. Frank actually not activating his gadget at the right time. The way with Frank with his gadgets, when you're getting gene pulled, you need to activate it when gene pulls. So once I actually get the pull and then you tap it, so you're going to be moving a little bit. But that's when to do it. You can never do it beforehand. That's definitely a bad time to do it. So Semantic able to just melt that Rosa. Spike's going to have a field day against 3 tanks. He's going to look like Semantic's playing like an absolute god, but Spike does actually hard counter all of these. So this scenario, again, I know that Frank's pretty low, so I can actually free tap him here with ease as I do so. So that's that's definitely a clutch kill on our side of things. So I've got pull here. I can just literally pull anyone. I'm going to pull the Rosa, so really easy for us. I should do a little cry emote, because at the beginning of these games, someone put in the chat, go SK go. So I just thought I would give them a bit of a taste of their own medicine with a bit of friendly banter there. So able to kill the Frank. I'm able to get the last few bolts to secure this round. So again, If we didn't have a Spike, it might have been a good combination from them, but Spike's just able to absolutely go to town on the Frank and Rosa especially. So we're able to get the last siege bot. We're able to pick up the win. There's no way we're going to be able to lose this one. So that's going to be another win for us. Only one game away from taking the whole match of the round of 32. Let's jump straight into it. Okay, so this is match point, and obviously the last game of day one if we missed this one. So we've switched out the Spike for the Jackie because going through these games, they just seem like they just hold counter for last comp. So switching out the Spike for the Jackie, we kind of anticipate like a Mr. P or something like that. So I think that Frank actually like that. I thought he gave up immediately, so I'm going to be just standing still. Colt's actually beaming a little bit. This comp used to be good, so I don't know whether many of you guys were around in these times, but when Siege first came out, this comp was amazing. This comp literally, so the point of this comp they're using used to be good a long time ago, a very long time ago. So the point of their comp they're using is just break up all the maps. Frank and Colt breaks up the map, and then you've got Colt and Pam just going in ham. Literally all the walls are down. That's a perfect scenario, but Colt's just not very good at the moment. Gene's just easily able to dominate him, but this Colt is actually beaming. As you can see, he actually lasers me. I remember in VC we were probably having a bit too much fun. We weren't tryharding too much because we already won like every single game, but I'm able to pull the Colt there, so really clutch, and we're able to get through around here. So in a really good position, as I said. Just Colt's just not good enough. It can just go so many different options, and Colt just doesn't cut it on Siege especially. So I'm going to go for the pull there. I'm probably a bit too pull happy trying to get that Colt there. So I just saved it and got an easy one, but I did try and get the hard one. So that's an important kill from the Barley. That's actually a really good kill from that Colt. I mean, he was clipping, to be fair. This Colt was pretty decent. He was doing a good job. I weren't expecting him to do so much here. So Tom's going to go try and get this bolt here. Really nice dodges from Tom. We've literally got 2 bolt deficit here. So actually, no, only 1 bolt deficit. But Pam's got a turret here. They're going to be healing to a big amount. I've got the Gene Pool able to take down Pam, so we're in a really good position here. Semantic goes for this. Frank actually misses a super, but Colt absolutely lasers me here, and Semantic doesn't manage to finish off a kill. So if me and Semantic would have survived, we would have been able to get that round. I think we're just messing around a bit too much, having too much fun. So they actually get this last bolt, last siege bot. So this Colt again, he's been just absolutely clipping me. He absolutely clutches up on that last one. So I mean, all the trash talking I've been saying to this Colt, and he's been absolutely beaming us, to be fair. So my job is to get the get super and get him out. So that kill on Colt near enough secured us. That pull literally giving them no time to get immediate damage. If they had a Colt on attack, they could have just melted our siege Ike easily. So again, we're going to be able to get the Frank down pretty easily. We're just body blocking literally everything we possibly can, and we're able to win that one. So that was pretty close in the end there. Probably really didn't need to. If we focused up, it would have been pretty easy, but able to take off the win anyway. Okay guys, it's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed. As I said, we actually made it through to day 2, so really important in these games. If we make it through to the semi-finals, we'll be facing more than likely Code Magic Purple, literally one of the best teams in the world right now, so really tough game. And then on the other side of the bracket, it's going to be Clash versus SK if they both make it to the semi-finals. So again, I'll just like to reiterate that SK, Clash and us cannot afford to lose at all. If any of us lose, we're going to be in a really bad spot. So especially us, if we lose, we're literally out. So it's very important. Big day. It's going to be one of the most insane weekends of my life. Literally most stressful one and the most pressure. So we're definitely going to feel the pressure tomorrow, but we need to clutch up. So that's going to be the end of today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.